All right. So we rejoin our fearless crew here. You are still in the little cave system that you discovered these little goblins ambushers in, and you've got one captive that was incapacitated by a sleep spell, and you've got a bunch of dead bodies of goblins and even a bugbear. And when we stopped playing last week, we were about to split up the party with Warner and Adara heading back to town, and Brax and Wansome were going to hang out there in the cave. So let's start off from there. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I remember Wansome was going to teach me how to break dance in the downtime.
Yep, absolutely. I got some solid moves I'm going to show you.
Cool.
I believe we're going to go back to Phandelver and let the Lion Shield Coster know about all of their supplies still stuck in the cave, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody. I believe that was the plan, right? I mean, I think the idea was that we were going to go back and tell them where their supplies were for a price, for a payment, because we need cash money to survive. I mean, I don't, because I just live off the wilderness, but the rest of you townsfolk might not be so adept at living off the wild as I. So perhaps we should.
The rest of you primates,
right? You know what I mean? Like I could eat berries and twigs and all that good stuff for. I know how to catch fish.
Yeah.
And do it.
Daggers cost money.
That is true.
So yeah, I'm thinking we tell the. Wait a second. Do you remember what the company was called?
I got it all in notes, my friends.
Look, I looked down at the stamp on the side of it and see if it can if it refreshes my memory, and then I'm like, Lion Shield. That's right, because I see the brand. Yeah, perhaps we can find somebody from the Lion Shield and have them come and take their own stuff out of here. We'll just for a price tell them where it's at, so we don't have to do anything. We don't need no cart, right?
Lion Shield Coster is the establishment you're thinking of.
Now, did that say 65% less baked?
Yeah, they're baked. Ruffles baked sour cream and cheese. Oh my god,
dude, your chips are so baked.
I just saw 65% less, and it said baked, and I'm like, "How does that? What is that?" But I see there's
less fat.
All right, so we got
bad.
this.
Not as bad as regular chips. Sorry.
Who's kicking the piss out of this goblin? I mean, I could do it.
He's kind of just tied up. No one's been kicking him. He didn't even.
Yeah, you're the only one that. Yeah, you're the only one that can really talk to him because you know Goblin.
Well, that's right. That's why I was staying. I forgot. Okay.
Well,
now that we've got that settled, let's head back to town, and while we go, we'll take this goblin with us.
But I thought we were going to stay here while they went back to town and split up.
There's no need. We alternate plan. We just tell the Lion Shield guys where their stuff is for a price, and then they come and get it, and we don't have to haul it back and forth with a wagon.
Good idea.
Right? Then we're done. We wash our hands of it. We get a little bit of cash money for.
But we never found the dude that we're looking for. Isn't he here?
So what the goblin's going to tell us, and as we go back to town, I'll make sure that I rough this guy up. I don't know how you guys feel about goblins, but I don't mind turning into a bear and chewing his head off.
I'm not there to hang him by his ankles.
I can go either way on goblins, but I go both ways anyway. So.
Did we leave yet? I thought we already left.
Okay, so we're gonna.
You have not told me what you're doing. So right now you're in the cave, hanging out.
Plan is take the goblin, leave. Back to Phandelver, find the Lion Shield Coster guys, negotiate with them to give them to sell them the information on where their stuff is. And as we go back to town on our horses, I'm going to try and press this little goblin for information. Perhaps if he tells me what I want to know before we get to town, I'll let him go. If not, he's going to suffer fate at the hands of the humans of the town of Phandelver.
No problem. So you have you're not going to split up, so that's good. I do, however, want a random encounter roll from somebody if someone wants to toss a d20 into the dice box.
I'm not doing it. You guys aren't blaming me.
Blamed.
Bill can be the random encounter person. No, that'll be you. We've just nominated you to be random encounter mistress.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh God. Okay.
This better be
20.
good.
Luck
Do you want to
was
go
a-
high or low on
Right.
this?
I think that's why he told us to put it in the dice tower. He doesn't want to tell us.
A dice tower.
No dice tower. I just made roll it. So just toss it in the dice tray or whatever.
Just-
There we go.
box.
Perfect.
14. Okay.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, no random encounter.
Oh.
So you guys are able to.
Take a vote?
What's that?
Can we take a vote? All those in
Sure.
favor of random encounter, say aye. Bueller? No, Dave's out.
No, I want to heal first.
Okay,
No
whatever.
random encounter.
All right. So you guys are able to travel back to Phandelver without any further incident, and you're traveling together. This little goblin that you've got hogtied, he is going to try to make an escape. So
Well, I've got a noose around him just like I did the last one.
okay, well he's going to. I'm going to have him do an acrobatics check, and that is going to be contested by either a. Let's see, what is tying a rope? What do you think? Intelligence?
Sleight of hand, isn't it?
Sleight of hand? Sleight of hand. There we go.
Hand.
So
It would be your
Belle,
sleight of hand
let's
skill,
do
right?
a sleight of hand. That's a good skill.
Okay.
So do you?
You're screwed.
Oh my
Did you
gosh!
tie a fucking bow? What's the deal there?
Oh my God.
So my rolls are hidden from you,
Please
right?
let him roll to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't see, but I rolled a 3. So
Oh. Damn.
so 5 beats the 3. So at one point in the journey, he does. You notice he'd been working on his the rope around his wrists, and he'd almost gotten free before you noticed him, and you tighten that right back up, you little sucker. And so he doesn't get away on the journey there. Are you talking to him? You wanted to interrogate him on the way?
Yeah, that was the game plan. So
Well,
for some information.
Hey, you got him. So what do you want to do?
So, where's Gundren? We're looking for a dwarf. What do you know of him?
And you are speaking in common, or you speak Goblin, correct?
He said enough of your shit, and he just logged out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
That's
There he is.
cold-blooded, man.
Well,
By
he
accident.
pressed his goblin translation key, and it
Oh,
just
okay,
logged him out.
okay. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So,
no.
are you speaking to him in Goblin or common?
In Goblin.
In Goblin. Okay. So he can speak to you, and he says, "Dwarves are smelly and ugly. Hate dwarves." And he tries to spit.
All right.
To show his
I'm gonna-
disgust of dwarves.
I cast some Shillalag, and I'm going to hit him with my Schlacken Kalaken club. Not hard, not with lethal damage, but
Okay.
I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm going to tell me what I need to know, and then I'm going to whack him with my club.
Okay. Yeah, with a 20, that'll do it. So go ahead and roll damage for me. Because he's bound, that's going to be a critical, and he is. He had 5 hit points, and now he has 0 hit points. So
Okay. Now I
that's
stuffed
that.
the last good berry in his mouth. I think I have one left.
Okay.
I do. If I check my inventory out, I might check my inventory. I knew I had one left just for such a predicament.
Like you stuff it up his nose and then smash it, and kind of release the juices that way. And he comes to, big old knot growing on his head, and
So-
he says, I hate orcs too."
With good cause, my little friend. Now, tell me what I want to know. No more screwing around,
Not your friend.
or there will be more of this clubbing and this burying. Because I can do this, and
Start
while I'm talking to
poking him.
I'm going to cast my last good berry spell and get 10 more berries, and I'll show him the 10 berries. And then I'm trying to intimidate him that way.
You're going, you're going to try to intimidate him with berries.
Well, the premise being that he tells me what I need to know, or I smash him with my club, and if he almost dies, I'll heal him with my good berries. Well, maybe I
Okay.
should tell.
Yeah, I don't know if he understood what kind of brought him about to consciousness again. So let me do a quick intelligence check for him.
And if he doesn't know,
Yeah, he seems real confused. Like, why are you threatening me with berries? He doesn't get the.
Well,
I'm going to
premise
reach
here.
over and grab 4 of those berries and pop them in my mouth. And you can obviously see I'm healing. And then I smile at him and I pop him in the little noggin where he's bruised.
Ah, you,
Yeah.
you're gonna have big problems.
so you can see my little fine feathered friend of no feathers. That yeah, you can tell us what we want to know, or I'm going to hit you with my shellacking club, and I show him my club. And if you
King Grohl gonna skin you alive, flay the
Who?
meat from your bones, orc monster.
who?
Half-breed, gross man. Blah. He's cursing at you and all kinds of vile goblin curses.
Wait, have we got a session 4 notes up here? I don't see it yet, but
Season 1 has King Grohl as the guy. Session
King
1, I mean.
Grohl? Okay, so we're
Yeah.
aware of this.
We're aware
Yeah,
of
he
this.
says
Yeah.
King Grohl is going to skin you alive.
He's the chief, remember.
Yeah, we killed the
Gotcha.
bugbear thing instead.
Okay, so tell
You
me
killed
about.
Clark. You know that the bugbear's name was Clark.
Yeah, we killed Clark. Yeah.
Well, I would have woken him up before we left so that he could see Clark laying toast on the ground, just so that he knows we did kill Clark. So he's talking.
Yeah, he wants to get away from you. That's for sure. Yeah, he's all about that.
With any luck, you tell me what I want to know. You can go back and hang out and see King Grohl. Tell me now, what happened to this to the dwarf, the stinking dwarf?
You let me free, and then I tell you all about Dwarf.
Well, that's not really how this works. I mean, first I need to make sure that the information is of significant value to me.
Ralgim don't trust you.
I
Ugly
don't trust-
half-breed.
I don't trust you either, mister. And neither do my friends here. And by the time we get to Phandelver, the human settlement, they're going to flay the skin off your bones and probably put you in a pot of stew. So, really, the
If
choice
they
is
know
yours.
what's good for
guess-
them, they won't do nothing.
You know what we could probably
Pragma
do?
gonna
Right?
come and burn them down.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's not being very helpful.
We could
She's
probably
not.
we could hand him over to the Lion Shield Coster, where these goblins stole all those goods from. I'm sure they would love to get their hands on this goblin. And
There's no lions around here.
Oh, I was just unsnapping my pants and I start pulling them back up and I'm like, yeah, we'll go with your idea. That's better.
Oh, so he speaks common. Oh, good.
No, he's
So I'm going to
speaking
take the
in-
dagger and start.
Sure, he knows a little common. Go for it.
Oh, good. I'm going to take my dagger and start poking him slowly
Ah.
down the chest towards his groin. Answer, answer, answer.
You notice he's
You don't want me to get to the bottom.
he's bleeding pretty good now, and he seems to be getting a little bit weaker.
Give him a good berry.
Yep. I'm gonna feed him one of the berries.
Okay, give me an intimidation check, if you would, Adara.
Okay. Intimidation.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, he seems kind of disturbed by what you're doing there, and he sees what the progression of those dagger wounds are going, and he seems to be more in a mind to talk, and he starts saying, "Oh, what do you want to know about Dwarf? Who cares? Dwarf King got Dwarf. I don't know. I didn't do nothing to Dwarf."
Where is he?
As he kind of squiggles and kind of tries to get away from your dagger pokes.
I kind of put my hand on her dagger and I'm like, look, sis, he's talking. Let's let him talk. And then I reassure him. I'm like, look, little guy, my brother and sister, they'll run you through. They don't care. But I'm the compassionate one here. of the family. And I assure you that if you tell us everything we need to know, we'll let you go.
You guys
Yeah,
are gonna kill
No,
me.
no. What's your name? What's your name, little guy? What's your name?
I am Ralgim,
Ralgam. Okay, Ralgam.
warrior
I'm
of
Warner.
Kragma tribe.
Well, I assure you, you have my word as a knight that we will let you go.
You're gonna kill me.
We're not going to kill you, little fella.
How
Go ahead
about
and roll
I promise we're
persuasion.
not.
Go ahead and roll persuasion for me.
yeah? Well, I think I'm going to cut him loose as a sign of good faith, and as I do so, as I
See, there
cut
you
his
go.
bind, I'm going to say,
Except for the
okay,
noose.
Do that with advantage, then, Warnoof, if you guys are gonna let him go.
Sure.
if
I'll roll again.
you make for it, we will
Yeah.
hunt you down and kill you right now.
Oh, okay. And
See, I
he
told you.
seems, so 16 there with the persuasion, that's good enough. So he kind of calms down and stops crying, and he says, okay, I tell you what I know, and then I run away.
Okay.
Nothing.
We catch dwarf, him ugly dwarf, he smell bad, big beard.
Mm-hmm. Is he?
We don't need
Smell
humans, so
bad,
we're
big
gonna
beard.
eat him.
Check.
What else you want to know?
Where is he now?
He at the castle,
At which castle?
Cragmaw Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He with King Crow. King Crow won him.
All right.
And do you know why they want him?
King Crow sent paper with scribbles. Sent paper with scribbles to Clark. Tell Clark, capture dwarf, beat him bad, and give him to King Crow for monies for King Crow.
Interesting. If you had to guess, what do you think the purpose of King Kroll or Groll wanting the dwarf? Just take it. What do you think the king sees as value in this dwarf?
King Crow get money when he get dwarf.
He's going to get money from who? From the dwarf?
I don't know.
Yeah. All
Just
right.
gonna get money. Just
He
gonna
get-
get money. Huh?
He get if dwarf alive, he get money. If dwarf dead, he don't get money. So we have to catch dwarf, not kill,
Okay. Excellent. I
and
like
take
it.
him to Cragmaw.
Okay.
And where is Cragmaw Castle, little fella?
It's at Cragmaw Castle.
Have you been
And
there
it-
before?
He kind of just points like this. Like he seems genuinely confused that you wouldn't know where Cragmaw Castle is, because this
Okay.
is like the most important point in the world. So how could you not know about it? So
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, is there anything else you guys want to know? Otherwise, he's going to be free to go. We do keep our word here.
Seeing that I'm from Cragmaw Castle, do I happen to remember where it's at? No, I'm just kidding. let me put
I
that in my
think we should
background story
let
really
him
quick.
go after he takes us there.
See that again, Gary?
Right. Okay, so we let him go. Which way does he go towards? The way that he was pointing?
yeah, if you dismiss him, you guys are done.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
That's where
Little fella, we wouldn't hurt you if you talked.
Yeah,
to us
he kind of backs up, keeps keeping eye contact with everybody, slowly.
Another good
And
berry.
when he feels like he's far enough away that you can't strike immediately, he turns and runs, and he's just flat out running.
Shocking grasp. No, I'm just joking.
That's
As
after
he
he
slow-
shoots a couple arrows at us, he starts running.
I'll toss him a couple of good berries, and I'll throw him like a day's worth of rations, and I don't think we have any like weapons to give the little fella, do we? Like a dagger or something like
But
that?
now won't the guys know we're coming? The other goblins? Oh no! What do you
Oh.
think, Tommy?
I mean,
I think these guys are idiots.
well, I mean, before he gets out of sight, we could kind of look at him and say, "Don't you go back now? Don't you go to the castle and tell them we're coming."
And
I
then,
mean, we could say that.
okay, if you say that, he kind of stops and he's like, "Where do I go?"
Go back to your Cragmaw tribe, right?
Nope.
Aren't you part of the? What tribe are you from?
I am from Cragmaw. I'm a Cragmaw.
Just
Well,
where the castle is.
Well, why don't you just take us to your? We'll take you to your family. We won't even give. We'll just give you a ride there. How about that, little fella?
Or
You want us
perhaps
to take you? I mean, you've
Okay.
already helped us. I mean, you've helped us. So why don't you
As a
let us
matter
help
of
you?
fact,
They,
why don't you take us to the king?
I will take you there.
or you could go back to where we found you and live like a king on all those provisions.
He starts to think about that.
Right? You could start your own goblin tribe
could
with
be-
all of that.
King, you could be the king of your own castle now, of your own hideout.
You could be Clark.
Cape's no good without goblins to make me king.
You've got enough stuff to
So I'm
recruit
sure
your
the
own-
other goblins would follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You seem smart. You seem like an
Ralgam.
intelligent goblin.
Ralgam not strong enough to bully other goblins. I'm too small.
Well, how
All right,
much, do you think your king would like it if you brought us to him? You'd look like you got prisoners.
He might be very happy or very mad. I don't
Well,
know.
we'll stick up for you. If he gets mad at you, we'll take care of him. How about that?
No, I think he'll kill you.
Oh, wow.
Possibly.
And then
But
he
then
might
again-
kill me.
But we'll guard you, though.
I don't want King to know I told you about Dwarf.
Okay, so if we see you at the castle, we'll pretend like we don't know you then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Otherwise, we'll tell him that you told us that this is where we needed to go.
No, don't tell King Clark. I tell you, tell him Clark tell you. Tell
Oh,
him Clark tell you.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
seems
that's-
very pleased
See?
that he came up
You
with
should
that.
be a king. You're smart enough to think of that. Malrog, whatever your name
Yes,
is.
tell
Whatever your name
him
is.
Clark tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you got yourself a deal, little buddy.
Malrog. Yeah.
It's Braugen.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so we're back
go
on.
now?
Yep. See you later, buddy. Let's go hit
He
Fan.
takes off running.
See you later, Browgram. Well, that worked.
My name
Magic
Ralgam.
See, I
so
think
yeah,
playing
you got-
good cop, bad cop, I think that works out good, bro and sis. I think it works out good. And I think, pulling your pants down and back up, I think that also helped also.
Yeah,
Brax.
I was going to threaten him. You were all torturing him. I was thinking that's only one way I know how to torture.
You were gonna- Oh, I thought you were going to try and pleasure him to
and
death.
look at it.
This is what we used to do when I was imprisoned for torture. That's all I know.
Ooh,
Wow.
damn. So
Well, you guys are
Why is
able
everybody
to
so quiet?
make your way back to Phandelver, bumping down the muddy Triborg Trail. And where would you like to go now that you've made it back into town?
We need to go
Well, we
talk
wanna
to
go- Lions Company.
yeah, that's it.
Yep, Lion Shield cost.
The Lion Shield Coster
that's
is
it.
the probably the biggest building in Phandelver, and it is right in the center of town, just south of the village green or village square there.
So
and
what
you're-
exactly is a Costco? Did you say Costco? Lion Share Costco?
Coster.
Coster. Okay, got it. Makes
It's
more
like
sense
the
now that you
Walmart.
say
It's
it.
like the Walmart
It's the
of,
Costco.
It is the
yeah.
super
Yeah.
Walmart
Okay.
of Phandelver. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
I thought it was Lion's Share Costco, and I have that just down the street from me,
Well, they're
right next to the
everywhere.
Aldi, the Lion's Share
throughout-
Aldi.
Yeah, they're all throughout the Forgotten Realms. I mean, in just about every town, there's a Lion Shield Coster.
That's true. There's quite a bit here on the Sword Coast, and it's prominently displayed on this large building is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue line painted on it, and this symbol matches all of the crates and the
Okay.
the barrels in the Goblin's Cave.
Now, is this
So-
place formal? Do I need to address my book Tommy as Antonio? I mean, how formal is this place when we enter it?
It's
it
it's
is-
Walmart, dude. Have you seen the
It's not formal
people
at
of
all.
Walmart
Yeah.
websites
All
and videos?
Hey,
Before
give me a
we
break.
go-
I've been in prison for the last 20 years, 30 years.
I put my hand up. Whoa. Before we go in here, let's just hang tight a second, big brother.
Whoa.
I'm that if we go in there and we tell them that we found some goods, they're going to play on your paladin like good nature. Perhaps maybe you're not best suited to go in here.
Well, they'll have
and-
my word, little bro. My word means everything to me, all right?
I
Does
understand, but I think that they'll probably try and swing it so that they'll be like, well, you're a religious holy man. Maybe you should just tell us in good faith where the stuff is.
I'm not
And-
like every one of those chumps that give
Certainly.
everything away. I'm not like that.
Certainly,
Make
we
it
can't-
known.
While they're arguing, I walk on in and start looking for somebody in charge.
Oh,
'Cause,
go,
yeah,
go
hopefully-
ahead, bro. Go ahead. Now, when we get half as much as what we could have got when I negotiated, I'm
Okay.
going to say I told you so.
All right,
You-
Dara, you walk in and there is an old man that greets you at the door. He says, "Welcome to Lion Shield Coster."
Hi, I need to speak
Peter.
to someone in charge.
Like the door greeter in a blue vest.
Wearing this blue little vest, with
Does he
little
have stickers? Because I
lion
want a
on it.
sticker.
He does, but that's for
Actually,
leaving.
outside.
He'll give you a sticker when you leave.
I'm outside with
He points you out to someone who looks like they're in charge, as she's behind the counter, doing some paperwork. There's a
That's
couple
a
of little.
walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah, I got a walkie-talkie. And there's a couple of
And
staff
pulling
that
the
are sweeping up or stacking things, but she's doing some paperwork. And you go up to her, and she's a tall woman. Her hair, black hair, pulled back into a ponytail. About 35-ish years old, gray eyes, and she looks at you and says, "May I help you? Welcome to the Lion Shield Coster."
Thank you, and I can help you. So my brothers and I are traveling around and taking care of some problems, and we happen to find a large amount of your product hidden in a goblin cave, and we thought you might like it back. For a fee, of
Is that
course.
so? And she's got her eyebrow raises, and she's like, "Where might this product be? And could I ask why or how you found this? What you found exactly? And are you
We're
sure it's
ridding the area of certain goblins, and we just so happened to find a room full of your product, the cases with your all's label are on it, and we thought you might like it back. It'd be, not right for us to keep it.
I certainly would like it back. Do you mind telling me where this
Oh, we can take
product
you
might
there.
be?
Of course, there should be a fee for us, doing this service.
Yeah,
for you.
finder's fee.
undoubtedly there should be a finder's fee.
Plus
but
probably a protection fee to get you out there in case there's still goblins around.
aren't you the drunkard? Brat? Didn't I toss you out and say never to come back in this store again?
Am I kicked out of every store?
The sheriff asked us to keep in charge of him for a while, so he's only with us, and we'll watch over
The
him.
sheriff?
He's not allowed any alcohol.
When
I
did you
think
talk to
that-
Sheriff Markham? And she
This
seems
is
very
right.
interested in this little tidbit of information she gleaned from the conversation.
I
She kind
think
of
this is
leans in a
where I-
little bit. When did you
I'm
talk
gonna-
to Sheriff Markham?
We
It
talked
was,
to
what,
Markham.
yesterday.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday.
He hasn't been seen in town in almost a week.
Wait.
No one
Well,
knows
then
where he
who did
is.
we talk to at the sheriff's office
The sheriff's office? The townmaster's hall?
or whatever?
Yeah, the town
Yeah, that's
master's
it.
hall.
Oh, no, that wasn't the sheriff.
Whatever
You
you
didn't talk
call
to
it,
the
yeah.
sheriff yesterday. He's not around. And as you recall that conversation, you're like, oh, he actually never said he was the sheriff, the guy we talked to.
Yeah,
Well,
what
I'm
was his
not really
name
sure
again?
who I talked to, but he was asking us to get rid of issues in the area. So we're working on it.
No. That was the townmaster, Harbin Weston.
Oh.
You did not speak to the sheriff.
Oh yeah, Harbin.
In any event, I don't care anything about that really. Where are my supplies? And I would gladly pay you a finder's fee, but how much is appropriate? I couldn't say until I have recovered my goods.
I would
All of
imagine
it?
we
Yeah.
probably took an inventory of, even though we didn't say that at the, back at the cave, but I would probably assume we would do that just so we would have some type of leverage as to, here's a list of all of the goods that we took inventory.
My
for
brother,
that's in
the
there.
paladin, has a rough list
Yeah,
of
the
it.
smart one here, the one that
Okay.
doesn't like to poke
So
people.
yeah, you can kind of remember. Okay, we had so many barrels of this and that, and again, she flips through some papers and is looking at a manifest of some type, and just kind of going over things. And she says, "Well, this seems to match up with a caravan that's overdue by over 2 weeks. So your story certainly checks out. If you could tell me where this is, and if everything's there as you say, I would gladly pay you a reward of 50 gold pieces."
Each?
No.
And there it is.
Fireball.
Well, which is basically what we were going to get anyway for, the dwarf. So we
Roll
might as well
initiative.
take her back there. We can take, some of their emissaries back.
Roll initiative.
Gotta
on
go that
Karen.
direction anyhow.
So, so you guys, she gets her little lackeys together, and they get a wagon hitched up with the team of oxen, and we won't bother role playing at all, but
Hey, how many is in a team, by the way? 2 or 4?
two
All right.
oxen team. But it's a larger wagon. We could go 4 if you want.
Oh, I'm just curious. What made a team?
Yeah. So, it takes you, a little bit of
It
time,
still could
obviously,
be-
to get back there.
It still could be pretty dangerous. Are we heading back there with them, right, guys? We're
I
following
don't know.
them?
I assume you are. Yes?
Yeah,
or
I
no?
am anyway.
Are you going to pay us upon coming back to Phandelver, and then because we
Yeah.
will be at the inn?
Yeah. She says that if you just describe where she's at, she'll send her guys over, and as long as it's not dangerous, her guys can just go and get the stuff, and if it's as you say, then she's got no problem paying you.
For 60 gold,
Sounds good.
we could send Brax with you to show you where this is at, but it seems like you're not on good terms with him. So for 60 gold, maybe one of us could go with you, and we'll just make sure he doesn't annoy you all the way. Right, Tommy?
I think they'll be okay, big bro. I mean, there's no other troubles there at the cave, at the site. So, I mean,
This is true.
we should probably stick to. We need to find Gundren.
This is true. We do have more
Yeah, we need
pressing
to hit
goals.
that castle. But first,
Yeah.
I need to get some rest, get my spells back, maybe get some soup in me, maybe
Mhm.
change my underpants.
I
Yep.
mean, Browbeater said that this king was going to try to sell Gundren, so we got to make sure I'm sure it's probably not a life or death situation here, time
Wait.
sensitive information, situation. But I think we should probably ask around to see if we can find this Cragmaw Castle. Oh, by the way, Karen, would you happen to know where Cragmaw Castle is?
My name is Lenine Greywind. not
Oh, I'm
Karen.
sorry. I'm sorry, Lenine. Would you happen to know where Castle Cragmaw is? Maybe you could
Never-
scratch our back.
Never
Since we're
heard of it. I would be happy to help you in any way I can if my supplies are where you say they are, but
They most certainly are.
I don't know of any Cragmaw Castle.
Perhaps you could point us to a local historian in town, maybe, somebody that's been here for some time, somebody that knows the area, a ranger perhaps that you have around here.
Might know the goblins.
There's a druid. I know he would be the one to know this area.
Now you're barking up my tree.
Yeah, or
thank you
what
for
about
that,
Elmar
Eileen.
Barfin?
Yeah, thank you, Eileen. Where's this druid at?
She kind of
I'm horrible with names.
scratches her chin and thinks for a bit. Says he comes in for supplies maybe once every 3 years or something like that.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome.
Come on, Eileen.
And let me
You
guess,
gotta know
he
where
just
it
came
is.
in last week, right?
Wait.
She says, I don't know how to find her, but
Oh, you're killing
I
me,
do
Eileen.
know. No. He has a good friend in town, and if you would like to find him, she's your best bet.
What's her name?
Adderleaf.
Where can
She
we
has
find
a-
this
yeah.
Neil and Bob?
Adderleaf.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bad with names, Eileen.
Her name's Quellen Adderleaf, and she has a farm just down the South Road. And you guys are outside, getting wagon ready for this little adventure back
Hey,
to the cave.
let me
she
call
can
a
point down
huddle.
the road, and you're pretty sure you know which farmhouse she's talking about.
I may call a huddle with everybody. Shh! Everybody come here. Huddle up. Tommy had the best idea. Why don't we pretend like we gather the money and we're going to go buy the dwarf? Why don't we say that we're going to pay the amount for the dwarf, and that'll get us in the castle?
Well, okay, great
That's a good
idea,
idea.
Tommy. Where's the castle?
Would you try?
But
He
yeah,
wants to be called
knucklehead.
Antomio. Antomio now.
Oh, okay.
That's
Antonio.
his full name is Antomio.
Can you ask him where
He
the
keeps
castle
having good ideas. I won't have to burn him.
He's unburnable. I
I
I
think.
think that's a great idea. We should try that.
All right, excellent.
So, so the team and the wagon from Lion Shield Coster takes off, even though it's getting pretty late. You guys are alone in the street. Where would you like to go next? It's dark. Lion Shield Coster is closed up for the evening, and Leanne promises to bring you your reward
Moving right
if she
along.
can find her supplies.
Excellent.
I want to try to sleep in a hotel with one of those beds that sit on the ground and then you sit on top of it, and they have cushions.
Well,
Right.
we already have rooms. Brax.
You already have rooms.
We already have
Right.
rooms, knucklehead.
Oh, that's